Hey guys, how's it going? Wooksy Gaming here, and today I'm going to be showing you the Melee Demonslayer. The reason why I really like the Melee Demonslayer is he's really strong and his kit provides a lot of leech and just AoE in general, and he scales extremely well off of items. He's probably one of the strongest scaling characters in the game, so I'll be going over that along with some other things in the video. Other than that, he's extremely easy to gear and extremely easy to play. Um, Most of the skills in his kit are really fluid and versatile, so his first ability allows you to just sprint around the map pretty easily, and those are some things I really like about the Melee Demon Slayer. He also has an extremely powerful shield, so you're basically unkillable if you have the right gear and whatnot. But it doesn't take a lot to gear a Melee Demon Slayer, and with that said, we'll go right into the gearing. Now, this is just the options I'm going to show with the Demon Slayer set. However, there are plenty of options you can choose. For example, with the helmet, I'm going to choose the Demon Warlord's helmet. However, you can use like the Colossus Avenger or specifically the Reaper's Hood is really good. Best in slot. I'll show you the difference in attack damage and everything with the full set of Reapers compared to this set. So along with the Demon Warlord's helmet, we're going to use the High Demon's Necklace. Now the other two options for this are the Rift Warrior's Skull or Satan's Precious being best in slot. Rift Warrior's Skull is really good, but you lose a lot of crit, a lot of attack speed, which is really bad on the Demon Slayer, since most of your skill damage is going to be based off of attack speed, or most of your damage in general is just going to be based off of attack speed. So, with that said, swapping to like a Rift Warrior Skull doesn't give you attack speed, where using a Satan's Precious will. Now you do lose a little of attack speed compared to the High Demon's Necklace, but overall it's still an upgrade. Going to the chest, using the Slayer's Jacket just for the sake of the set bonus. Now, the set bonus, attacks have a chance to stun, pierce, and deal extra damage. What that means is basically you're always dealing extra damage, but it's very vague on how much that extra damage is. I'm not sure on how much that is. Not really sure. Um, so it's a pretty vague set bonus. However, the set pieces are pretty good if you're going to go crit. For example, the chest. Now, before I get into that, I am using dodge runes on all the gear. So if you're seeing dodge on items, more than likely it's from the runes. But with that said, the chest, we're using the Slayer's Jacket. Lots of strength, lots of attack speed, crit damage, fizz, damage reduction. Really good. It's just a really good item overall. What I would prefer to use over that is the Devil's Cocoon, um, which is just huge for attack speed, a lot of fizz, uh, gives all talents, really good chest to use. Now for the sword, we're using the Demon's Blade, however, this could be swapped out for a couple other items, like Kyoki's Vorpal Katana. It could even be swapped out for an Azurath, uh, or a Shadow Carver, all really good options. For example, even with a Azurath, you could still clear up to like Wormhole 700 very easily. With the gloves, we're going to be using the Slayer mitts. Uh, Pretty much best in slot unless you go the Death Scraps route, but then you lose all the crit, so it depends on if you're going to go attack speed versus crit. In my personal opinion, going attack speed's a lot better, but it costs a lot more. For example, you can get a full set of Slayers now for maybe about 600 to 800k, and it'll be a pretty good set. However, if you try to go the attack speed route, you need to get every single item to at least 100% or above, or else your attack speed isn't going to scale enough. So it starts getting really costly. Whereas this set, you can just get a bunch of 96% plus stuff, and you're gonna do really well. On the dummy test that I did, I pulled around 500 million, which isn't bad at all. That's pretty decent for a Demon Slayer for melee. Um, but with that said, you could also go with the full attack speed route, and I'll show you the difference. So this is just the normal. This is just the normal crit slash Demon Slayer set. Really depends on the crit. So there we got 335 mil. Well, if you scale this really high, let's use an Azarath just for example's sake. So we got the Azarath to 12 attacks a second, 335 mil damage right there. So let's go ahead and test the Azarath. Think you'll be quite surprised at how much damage this can do. Yeah, 400 mil. That's using the Azarath, not Shadow Carver or anything else. With Shadow Carver, we get 10 attacks a second. Not really the best, but not the worst either. Obviously, best in slot's going to be the St. Gabriel's. Really hard to beat. I mean, just looking at this test alone, you'll see why. Attacks so fast, it's insane. Yeah, so 5.6 billion. That's with the St. Gabriel's, so can't really beat it. But if you're just getting started, there's a lot of cheap options, like I said. It all kind of depends on what you want to do. I definitely suggest going the attack speed route. I know some people might be mad that I'm releasing this build to the public. However, I kind of don't care. Um, if you can afford it, definitely go for it. Uh, Definitely try to get some of these items to 115%. They're definitely worth getting. If you can't get the St. Gabriel's, definitely try to get like a Shadow Carver. Let's see the difference. So 5.6 bill versus, let's see. I don't think it'll be nearly as high. Just to let you know. Yeah, so 900 mil range. That's pretty decent, especially since St. Gabriel's aren't very available. Whereas you can pick up a Shadow Carver now for a lot cheaper. Now, going over the talents, of course, something would pop up on my phone right as I record. But going over the talents, you're going to put 25 points in the weapon balance. This is the bulk of your damage right here. The armor break is absolutely better than none. Can't beat it. Just best in slot. Uh, get as much of this as possible. If you can get the runes for it, buy the runes. If you can get it on items, get it on items. Next, we put 25 points into execute. This is really nice for really high HP stuff. You won't really notice this until higher wormhole levels. Demon's Presence, this is always just giving you a ton more damage. It's really good. Definitely can't beat it. Now, there's a lot of speculation if you should put the 5 points into Demon Form compared to Execute. However, we find that the Execute damage provides just a little bit better overall compared to putting the 5 points into Demon Form. So we suggest putting the 25 into Execute, 20 into Demon Form. And the reason why we don't put a lot into the shield is because the shield's already extremely high. Now, just for example's sake, let's put on the other gear real quick. I'll show you how high this shield gets to. Yeah, so you already get a 900,000 shield, um, pretty much up at all times. So really, really good. And like I said, it doesn't cost a lot to get the gear needed for a melee Demon Slayer. It's extremely fun and strong build, and it clears wormholes extremely quickly as well. So definitely one of the better builds right now. And with that said, I'm going to go ahead and end the video on that note. If you liked the video, please feel free to subscribe and check me out at twitch.tv/WooksyGaming. I will be having a full stream schedule coming up pretty soon here. I do get my new office on the 1st, so I'm looking forward to that. Other than that, I hope you all have a great day, and thanks for watching.